It's been almost 4 years since the grand final has been pushed to a 5th game. Right now, Virtus.pro are hoping the streak continues, and OG's draft, which looks really nice here in Game 4, falls apart.
Yeah, I think this time around, OG's draft looks more solid than in the last game. I like this one a lot more. And VP are doing some things very differently. Now, if you ask Lil about this game, he's probably going to say OG can't win because his Earth Spirit, this hero, is now complete garbage.
Yep.
Used to be great, not anymore.
But they have Enigma!
I guess that somehow has an impact on that. Oh,
it has an impact for me.
Okay, Earth Spirit in group stages, 28% win rate. In main event, completely untouched. So this is OG's kind of last hurrah here in the series, is to try to bring themselves back with a comfort pick for JerAx. Obviously, we'll see if he can make good work of it. What I like about OG's draft this time is I was expecting them to snatch the Warlock away from VP. It's been very impactful. They did do that as their first pick. And this time around, VP setting up a fight doesn't seem as clear-cut and as easy, and OG have more options, and they still have good scaling heroes. Good late game. Terrorblade, good hero against Juggernaut in a core matchup. VP with a curveball.
Let's actually talk about the silencer, the pickup from no one. It was a 5th pick. They didn't delay at all. Like, it was an instant pickup.
Yeah.
So obviously they're not concerned about the Ember Spirit coming up, or they predicted the Ember Spirit was going to be there anyway.
Yeah. It's a very bad lane for Ember. I think Silencer completely destroys him, so Ember will be needing help from Earth Spirit.
He's going to get help from S4 at the very beginning, because he's going to be able to remove one of those creeps.
Yeah.
Try and shift the balance just a little bit. I suppose Fly can also rotate in if he needs to, because Fly wants to keep Pasha off the lane. You can't give another great laning time to Pasha. This cannot happen.
No, the Magnus of his has been having really huge impacts in general.
Goodbye, range creep.
In a way, this series could have actually been 3-0 by now if VP didn't make a couple of key mistakes in that game. Ironically, maybe it was Pasha in that game that messed up a bit with the Magnus, but he also got them the big advantage that they did get and has been delivering throughout the entire tournament on Mag. But sometimes you make mistakes, obviously. Here comes the roll mid. No one will dodge it.
Yeah, but this is JerAx just doing what JerAx wants to do. Like, if he hits the rolling boulder, absolutely fantastic. He can do a lot of damage into no one. If he doesn't, however, then it just gives more space to Ana, and Ana wants to make the most out of it when his Flame Guard is up. Get aggressive, get in the face of Silencer, and make sure, for the first time maybe in this entire series, is Ana bringing the hurt to no one. But he always needs to have the help from JerAx in order to achieve that. At
least with this kind of matchup, you definitely do. I think this lane is... I don't know farm-wise if it's just an isolated one-on-one how much Silencer wins by, but just a guess would be something like 70-30 for Silencer. It might even be more than that. Just the sustained harassment Silencer has and his ability to just cast Last Word to remove the Flame Guard on level 1 and, well, almost on level 2 should put him in a good position. It's kind of about who finds the levels fastest. And in a vacuum, Silencer should be out-leveling Ember a bit. Because if you look at the damage of these spells, actually, let me think. This might not be as one-sided as I'm thinking. It's just mainly the sustained harass from Glaives of Wisdom is annoying, and the damage output you can do with Last Word. I think if you're Silencer, actually what you do is you play around the Flame Guard. You let it run, and then when it's down, you can do your nukes. If you try to counteract the Flame Guard, just doesn't look that good mathematically, actually. So he does obviously have 2 tools, both the Arcane Curse and the Last Word dealing that magic damage. But if you're using that just to offset the Flame Guard, you're probably not playing this lane to your strength. Yep. We don't see this lane played very often. That's why I'm not 100% sure about it.
Ana, he's going to Flame Guard up. JerAx with the rolling boulder in. Lil's taking way too much damage. Ana, that's the start he wants. Up to level 2 in a bit, claiming first blood in the mid lane. And JerAx will have to shrine pretty early on. And he's okay doing this because S4 decided from the very, very beginning he's not going to the top lane at the start. He's looking to go straight into Arcane Boots and then he'll run the top lane. But because he's also in his own jungle, this movement that was coming out from Lil, he was poking the product, trying to find what would have been a normal maneuver from the Enigma, which is to farm the camp next to that top tier 1 tower. It doesn't happen. Now JerAx gets to soak up the experience instead.
Yeah, this is a good start from OG. They're also pulling out Pasha very nicely here. Fly is actually laying in a lot of damage on him.
Oh, wow. Fly actually came with him. Skewered forward. He can at least stop Pasha from taking the regeneration route. Oh, nice Fly. Fly needed to wait like half a second, but he didn't have vision on Pasha to know that. JerAx? He's got Rolling Boulder and Kick, so Lil does have the bonus up. Jingu Mastery, but back up once more.
Now we're seeing the Silence are starting to take advantage of Ember in the lane here. He does go for the 2-1-0 build, max out the curse. He might have to use it actually. Ana putting in a lot of pressure here on No One. The curse, getting him down.
Holds onto his abilities for the moment. No one. And that damage is good.
Flask forced out.
Yep.
For both of them, really, so it's all right for Ana, I suppose.
Bottom lane, Pasha. Well, he's got Skewer. He's probably going to feel pretty comfortable here. But the Shadow Word harassment in from Fly is not making this an easy lane to farm. Pasha's got 3 CS to the 17-7. The Terrorblade has managed to pick up. The trade-off is, of course, the fact the Enigma's inside the jungle. He's up to 16-1. He's moved a lot closer towards the top lane, so S4's going to get a lot more experience in just a bit. But that's why Lil is throttling the lane back with his pull. Ramses has already got great CS at 23-12, and they just need to keep this equilibrium on their side of the river. Keep it away from S4.
Maximize, really, right now. They're greedy a lot with the Crystal Maiden. Oh, mid lane, No One.
Again, too far away.
Just look at how much damage this poor Silencer is dealing. Ana will go in a bit.
Radiant's top tower.
He will have to share this. Actually, his shrine is on cooldown for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
So
he just bought a bottle as well as the South. It's going to come out in the courier. Because the courier just arrived home after a mission to bottom lane.
And we see here, okay, so VP, this lane hasn't been a full vacuum. There's been some help from the Earth Spirit, some pressure. No One is still holding an advantage in this lane. It's not the biggest one, and that is the Earth Spirit's impact. It's easy to imagine how much more No One could have pressured here in a vacuum, but it didn't happen.
S4's finally on the top lane. Ramses is posturing like he's that close to level 6. He can only slash down the Enigma.
And it's going to be the similar story from No-Tail bottom. They have a big wave. You'll want to use Metamorphosis here and start laying into the tower. Shockwave from Pasha should pull this wave.
You see No-Tail actually like semi trying to dodge it, keeping his illusions up. And there's the fortification out from Virtus Pro. Have to defend. First real move from Virtus Pro onto the cover of smoke. It's Lil and Solo coming to the mid lane. They want to go on Ana before Ana has level 6, before he has the defensive spirit up. Not to mention, with the smoke maneuver, they put down a fresh observed ward the second their mid ward timed out.
It's very nice to get this out early in the night time to spot rotations. And Ana, if he moves close to this wave, he is dead.
And there he goes. The observed ward reveals it. Ana too far out. Frostbite's going to be available. Only level 1. TP support's on the way, but Lil holds him in perfect position, and there's your first +2 going the way of the Silencer.
That matters a lot for
bottom
Ember.
lane, Pasha. What have you really got left here? Jirax, Lil has TP'd in as the Monkey King bouncing around. He'll pop back down again. Jirax has no way to escape from this one with the very fine but attack damage from the tower. That'll be enough to get the kill, and Lil is awarded the victory off the blood. Ramses on the run out of the top lane. Spin quickly. Healing ward helping save his life. But S4, he actually beat a black hole for that one. He was really committing for that kill.
Yeah, big cooldown.
Rolling boulder again from Jirax, not going to connect. The observer ward sees him coming.
They need to be careful not to lose this Ember Spirit too many times. Losing intelligence for this hero sucks. He uses mana a lot and doesn't have too big of a pool relative to his usage. That's why you often see the itemization that actually brings intelligence in, such as Blade Mail or Veil as the options early on. VP with the black hole committed, Ramses is going to feel really safe top actually. It's like almost impossible for the OG lineup really to kill him. Earth Spirit has minimal damage output this early in the game. Enigma can't really do too much either, and the Warlock doesn't want to rotate. His damage is also pretty negligible, so...
S4's actually just letting it happen. You see his quick buy, he's gone Arcanes and now directly into Midas. This is great Enigma.
Yep. Might be the right way to go in this game.
Fairly certain you're going to need to have a Lincoln Sphere, the Refresher Orb for the double black hole. You're going to need all of that and the BKB if you're going to try and survive this.
Ana's still only level 5, so 6.5. They're going to try to dive here. No-Tail comes in.
Yeah, this time they hit the mark. It's right on top of the Silence. The Global Silence does come out, but the damage from No-Tail is already there. He already got the Metamorphosis up, and this is exactly what OG want. Now they can beat into that Tier 1 tower. The rebuttal isn't really there from Virtus Pro. A little bit of chip damage on the top Tier 1. But with a double damage on Ana and No-Tail in Metamorphosis, this Tier 1 tower will not survive the Virtus Pro in the mid.
I love this play from No-Tail. It's very unexpected that your safe lane Terrorblade rotates at level 5 to go in and kill mid, but this is the highest impact play out of any on the map.
But this is what No-Tail's known for.
Tower.
He's known for taking his heroes like Terrorblade and pushing around, going a lot earlier than expected. Oh, Solo. No, he can't get in range. looking for the Nova.
Might have given OG a bit of information there. Seems like they might be figuring out that there is a ward. Much better start from OG this time around. Still have Ramses getting a lot of farm on the Juggernaut. We know what Mag Jug.
Wall off, bottom lane. Lil's going to go for a solo kill on Fly. The Wukong's command connects, but 1 HP. He'll die underneath the tower. Lil committed with his TP down. Jirax rolling boulder. Woo. Close, but no cigar.
If only we would have known that Monkey was TPing out there, he'd have time to kick his. Didn't have the information necessary from the fog play.
He was just hunting for him.
Lil is getting really farmed this game with this Monkey. This is kind of extreme, actually. He's level 6.5, minute 8. He has 2 kills. Phase Boots, Orb of Venom, Blightstone, Windlace, Stout Shield. Can you have any more small items early on? I actually don't think so.
Probably not for him.
Oh, he could go for a Ring of Aquila. I don't think we're going to see that, though.
It's still going to offset the money. With Notel finding these tower pickoffs, the Enigma now running the head of Midas, so it was an 8.5-minute Midas coming out in the Courier to S4, but he's being ganked up. If he loses the Courier as well, Solo's coming in, Fly is nearby, let the Battle Bonds go, Black Hole instantly cancelled, but now with the Searing Chains, the double spear is forward. Lil and Solo may pay the price to kill off the Enigma. Ramses is on the run, remember he committed that Omni Slash, so he does not want to fight. And they're happy for this if you're OG, because Notel is still adding a lot of pressure to the bottom lane. And they deny the top tower as well, OG.
Quick move from Ana there. Very important for OG to get this counterplay immediately. Unfortunately, S4 did expend the Black Hole, so we'll be again on a very long cooldown here for those 3 minutes. This hero is a lot weaker.
It's time to go out and farm again. That's all it's going to be. They just bump up the Enigma as far as you can possibly make him. You keep the pressure on, remove the tier 1 towers, opens up the jungle for OG. And then the question mark starts coming in from Virtus Pro. When their farm starts to really escalate, it comes from Ramses, it comes with the Empower buff up. The Pasha's only got 1 point in at the moment. But you're going to get a lot of farm out from him, and no one's prepping himself for the long game too. Hand of Midas, ready to be bought up at 200 gold.
Silencer is one of the heroes that I really like to see Hand of Midas on just because of how well he uses the attack speed. When we talk about Midas, we almost always just look at obviously the greed aspect of it. That's the reason Enigma is getting it. He's not getting it for the attack speed. But Silencer benefits a lot more than most heroes from getting that. And of course, the hero doesn't
need help. Lil's coming for him. Jirax going to turn around with a Midnight Pulse. The damage onto Lil will be reasonable, but Jirax, he's on 12 HP and will
get out.
Survive. No stun strikes this game.
The other thing is when you have a hero like Silencer, he's not that good at flash farming, so if you want to stay relevant, keep farming, Midas is your way to keep your curve going.
Notel's forcing out the top lane. Lil and Sol are trying to hunt the bottom lane while Pasha creep skips. And then he's going to let this go. OG will be a tier 1 for tier 1. A trade that both teams will agree to.
Notel wants to use Metamorphosis here. He will.
He would love them to actually come and fight. Fly sitting on the other side of the tree line, and he's got his Chaotic Offering available. So if VP had any intention of fighting this, they probably would have lost 1, potentially 2.
Trade, as you said, Ramses getting that tower.
Now we start having to watch the ward game. See how deep these wards coming from Virtus Pro. They've already got one sitting between the mid tower. Okay, that might be one way to do it. Onto Jirax, but Ember Spirit jumping forward with the double silence. Juggernaut as well as Crystal Maiden. Nothing they can do apart from burn. Ramses the TP out the rock. It actually connects. No way to TP out this one. Quick Omni Slash doesn't get the lucky bouncer, so Jirax will be able to escape. Juggernaut and Crystal Maiden pushing up the daisies.
Definitely worth the roll. They can't really take any objectives now. They've already taken all 3 tier 1s 11 minutes in. VP only taking the 2 side towers.
This is a good opening if they can get him down. Notel, here comes the jump. He has got that extra point up in Sunder. So this isn't the easiest kill in the world. They go for the stuns. Here comes the extra help. The kick flies forward. Doesn't connect on anyone from Virtus Pro, and a very quick Sunder onto Monkey King as he retreats away to safety. Maybe not essential when you're already going to bail out and use the Shrine. But it really feels like OG needs safety. They are 1 game away from losing the grand final for the first time in a Valve event.
They are, however, also having their best early game by far in this series. They have the 2 top net worth. One of them is their off-laner. Enigma is getting a lot out of this. They have the tower advantage. They have comfort picks. All of their players
Looks like they're also getting really wonderful push items. So the Enigma's looking to pick up the mech. So once this is up, their team fight becomes a lot stronger. Fight around the Chaotic Offering. Fly was even able to afford an item this game, which is more than he had last game. Medallion of Courage is currently sitting inside of his stash. And having the Dragonlance on top of No-Tail, the range increases in Virtus Pro, they really need to be on top of their counter push and really on top of their team fight timings. You said that the draft was a lot harder to execute. You look for the Global Silence, you look for the RPs. Can OG even really fight if VP get the perfect synergy? And what items actually help them to evade that?
Top lane, Jerax has found Juggernaut.
Yeah, the Global Silence will come out, so at least you don't have that bonus damage in from No-Tail just yet. Ramsey Spin will now wear off Jerax. No Rolling Boulder available. They just keep the run going. Healing Ward will give the life back again, but the Spirits, Ana, he's trying to get closer, but be careful. The Observer Ward is in range. They see Pasha and Ramsey's moving out.
Oh, Lil on Fly.
Into the mid. He's going for the solo kill. Fly. Oh no, the Wukong command will finish him off. And S4 won't get there in time. But the top lane pressure is now going to work. No Global Silence, no Wukong's command. So Metamorphosis gets triggered and Terrorblade pushes to the tier 2 tower. Solo will come up. Trying to actually stop this, but then again, you've got Monkey King getting caught on the way through. Ramses will try and be involved as well. Here goes your RP. Solo onto Ana. The Flame Guard protection. His Spirit jumps forward, actually into a kill position. Taking Solo. The Spirit away. The skill will work, but the defensive Spirit allows him to escape. The kick, it catches two. S4, they can go for more. Will he actually put down the hole? Not required. The kills, they're all rolling the way of OG. Ana will TP himself away to regenerate and then rejoin the team. And what a fight for OG, now 10-5. Early game advantage turning in to mid-game momentum.
I wonder if OG have lost a game this tournament with Terrorblade after having a good start. Or if they've even lost a hero with the hero at all. I can't remember seeing it. It might have happened. It is definitely one of their absolute biggest comfort picks. And when you're in this position, you just start taking so much map control. Every good fight is a tower. That's what Terrorblade really brings to the table for them. Roshan is also a possible claim very soon. The Warlock with the Medallion, as you pointed out. They have the Eidolons of Enigma and the Terrorblade himself to be able to hit it. VP. It really feels like these fights are difficult for them to find. The moment Monkey King dies like this, the fights are very difficult for them to set up. The RP and Omni Slash isn't enough yet, because if Ramses is level 12 there, that's a dead Ember, but he's not. And Ana gets the maximum value out of his 17 stick charges. Gets in. Very, very nice fight for him.
This momentum has got to be scary. That mech is done. S4 is happy to even move into the Grieve, so Silence is going to have less control on him. And VP, they know that was a rough fight. And the next one's going to be a little bit harder as well, so they're positioning their timing. VP, show us that magic that you had before. You need it now more than ever. With a Blink Dagger on Pasha, gets a good positioning. Juggernaut is rapidly approaching his Manta style, so these other items will start to roll in. They can find around their ultimates. Having the Wukong's command, having everything up and running at the same time.
What seems to be difficult for
okay,
VP.
that helps. Okay. OG just 4-man smoked on top of the Dire Observer Ward.
That's big for VP. They do have all their ultimates now. Juggernaut almost level 12, really wants to find that quickly, but there's nothing. Oh, there's a bounty rune. That's 12 for him. Fight is doable. We'll get a nice ward out here for OG. The difficult thing for VP in this game is to use Global Silence in a good way. There's so many ways for OG to force it out when you don't really want to use it. They want to save it for Black Hole. But if they get jumped by the Emperor, it seems they have to commit Global just to stay alive. And after that, S4 is just this wall moving at them and they have to run away. We saw it last fight after the Monkey King was dead. S4 was scared of absolutely nothing, just forcing in.
Solo's baiting. He is so baiting. They saw him put a ward down, and when Juggernaut as well as Monkey King reveal themselves in the side lanes, OG understand that VP, they either know the smoke happened or they just don't really give a crap. And they'll continue to push in the tier 2 tower. This will be taken, bottom TP, coming in from the Ember Spirit. Lil, that's going to jump forward, but then Sleight of Fist, dodge it quickly, the TP, Spirit damage is enough.
What was that?
And he even Spirits back up to Roshan.
Was he already channeling the jump before he saw Ana there?
No. He channeled the second Ana showed himself.
Maybe he was trying to force TPs out. I'm not sure what that was. That looked really strange from Lil. Ramses found Jerax. Good silence though, good kick.
Yeah, but the Manta Style's still going to be there. Breaks free of the searing chains. And then a quick spin away. Where's your stun fly? He was thinking about it. And he didn't drop the rock.
I think that would have been worth it, to be honest. I still think these Juggernaut kills are really, really big. Maybe
you
OG
already killed Roshan, so you got the Aegis Immortal in the hands of NoTel. If you can hold on to those two big ultimates of Black Hole and Rock.
It's possible they push to high ground right now.
Yeah.
I do think they can do it, to be honest. The VP lineup, very dependent on a good Wukong's command for this high ground defense there.
It still feels like you need some level of pick though before you go in.
Blink Skewer.
Who's your front liner? Like, I suppose you can do it with the Metamorphosis of NoTel in 51 seconds and let the range damage do the work.
Yep, that is exactly what you can do.
Here comes VP. Smoke move over. They want to be the initiators. A quick observer ward. Sees a small slither behind the tier 1 tower. They needed that considering their ward in the lane is gone. So let's actually get some really deep wards out.
They'll use this to push bottom. I would imagine Juggernaut will be revealing himself to start hitting the wave momentarily. Actually, no, might be smoke. They just did the 4-man smoke. That's actually pretty scary proposition for VP to even go for that smoke. But if they don't show the Juggernaut, I guess it's too easy for OG to figure it out. But they read it anyway. And now Ramses is in a lot of trouble.
It's just the wraparound starts to spin as full. Let it go. The Black Hole spinning him around until NoTel will find the kill. 312 gold for that kill, and that's going to bring him rapidly close towards having his Manta Style.
He just found out at the same time. They got an RP out into the long duration frostbite of CM. Couldn't escape. So that kill will go to Crystal Maid, and I think they would have preferred to have it on another hero, but it's still a big kill regardless.
Slows down the defensive item. I think Ember Spirit is also understanding the control. He's going for a Yule Scepter as his next item instead of the Maelstrom.
Yeah, he needs a counter to Global Silence. That's pretty much it.
Pasha pushing as hard as he possibly can. Keeps flying the bottom lane. Just wasting time at the Aegis. We're over 2 minutes through the Aegis timing. The new items will start to arrive. The Solar Crest flying out to fly. Enigma's still a little bit off having his Blink Dagger. And NoTel has Metamorphosis available. He's gonna creep skip up on the top lane. The mid lane's not gonna get in thanks to Juggernaut Illusions.
Momentum, hold on for a little bit. They find a silence on the Juggernaut now. Things get scary for VP. But they have no idea where VP's heroes are.
They're looking to Ana again. They want the kill on bottom. If they can bring down Ana before this fight begins, there goes your TP.
This could actually be a kill with just the
Ana joins.
Command, his stun, and options, but not finding it.
They're going in through top lane. They're not even going to prep through mid. The creep wave momentum is up on top. So Monkey King has to let his stun go already. That's a 23-second cooldown. Without that, there's no extra line stuns into this fight. And the Terror Blade, he's just doing it from range. The pop in, you at least kill off the creep wave. Got the tower down to 1/3 of his life, but NoTel starts up again. Remember, he's got that Aegis Immortal, Solo moving in close. NoTel doesn't mind taking the 30 damage. He's always got that Sunder available just to put one of the VP players into a bad position. Speaking of that, to skewer back, Ana had his own spirit, and the double kick from Jerax connects on the Juggernaut as well. There's on the Magnus, into the Wukong command. There's that secondary stun. It's on the Terrorblade. Sunder used on Ramses. Now the Omnislash into NoTel. They push him back with the kick. Will it be enough? Jerax will sacrifice himself for the greater terror.
That was such a big play from Jerax in that fight. He made multiple great plays. He got the instant silence off on the silencer when the Mag went for the Blink Skewer. Not only the silencer, I think he also got the silence on Mag, because the play VP are looking for here is to Blink Skewer one hero into the base, which in this case was Ana, and just Global Silence and kill him off. That was a dead Ember if it wasn't for the beautiful play from Jerax, showing why he's regarded as one of the best Earth Spirits. Even in a meta where it's not very favored, he's bringing out everything the hero could do. But VP hold.
That they do. That tier 3 tower still did take a lot of damage, so next time OG will attempt this, it will more than likely spell the end of the tier 3 tower, but Roshan, the Aegis Immortal, will be reclaimed by him in about 20 seconds time. So they don't have a lot of time to work with, and with Metamorphosis on cooldown for 45 seconds, all they can do right now is use NoTel as bait.
Will VP want to try to make a move now, knowing that the Aegis is expiring?
Maybe, but the blink tag just arrived on S4.
OG are playing
He
really
is ready to jump. And they get rid of the vision too, so VP see nothing behind. The illusions will come in and bring down the tier 3 tower.
Only 20 seconds on meta.
No Omni Slash for 36. No Wukong's command for 38. So no easy ability to zone it, and that Sentry Ward is right on top of the Dire Obs, so they can see it. VP Sentry's too far away, so next time a creep wave comes up, that Obs is gone. Any little extra vision, there goes your double. Searing Chains, already to spin out from Ramses. S4, itching for the jump. And Metamorphosis back up. So say goodbye to the tier 3 tower, they knew this was going to happen. OG, how much more do you want? You want VP to come out and try and fight you. And VP, well, they are not going to oblige. They're going to stay inside the base and OG will retreat. But because they got the tier 3 tower, now they can take the shrine.
And this OG have multiple ways of playing this. They can just take it easy, prepare for the next Roshan. They can try to take the bottom tier 2 with the next Metamorphosis as well. Meta is their most important cooldown. I would argue it's more important than, for example, the Black Hole. So they have to play around having that off cooldown. And at the same time, this gives a moment of opportunity for VP.
Time to come out and maybe catch either a hero or just get a little bit of farm. Ramses is buffed up. Continues that push onto the bottom lane. It looks like it is full diffuser blade coming out from the Courier and out to the Juggernaut.
They can't really go on anymore.
Rolling boulder. Solo's just trying to do the D-Ward. Jirax didn't actually get the perfect rolling boulder, but he still gets the kick and silence. And with a sleight of fist and Searing Chains, Ana will burn the Crystal Maiden. She's down for 30 seconds. Things are coming again up on that top lane. Metamorphosis has got another minute on cooldown for N0tail. So he's not ready to fight just yet.
Now they're going to collapse on mid OG. Pushing out this wave very quickly. And might be looking to take care of bottom as well. The most important thing for them is just that VP don't ever get to set up their fight. How many RPs have we seen this game? Like 1? It's been very difficult for them at least to get anything done. Lil will jump away from the bottom. Blue going for rocking that Midas.
Ramses is waiting. He's hoping for a solo kill onto Ana if Ana comes back to the Spirit, but now with illusions from N0tail moving forward, he ain't gonna find that. Has to go to the farm. But S4's wondering, yeah. Greatest way to catch at a Monkey King. Throw down the Midnight Pulse and make Greenpeace cry.
Lil not get caught though. He can TP out whenever he wants. I think he wants to Midas though, but that would reveal his position currently. Not really interested in that. Jera?
He's just looking around. Like, it's the same position he was putting in when Solo went for the D-warding last time. This time though, Solo has 2 other heroes to help him. Oh, hello Jerax. Silence, kick, and get the hell out. Enigma is nearby, but with a quick defensive blink from S4, he doesn't want to be part of this at all.
Jerax is just gathering information, making VP paranoid right now.
They're burning sentries. They don't know where his vision was.
It's kind of a mental game here coming out from Jerax.
Well, that attention that VP had in the jungle is opening up for OG.
Exactly.
Again, VP are not in any kind of position to defend their structures. So there goes the tier 2 tower. That's the last remaining outer tower. Took just under 26 minutes for OG to achieve it. And now they can just take the, well, the Shrine's already gone too. So there is no outer buildings for Virtus Pro.
Roshan respawn is almost maximum timer. It's 10:45. So they will have to wait quite a while for that. But honestly, as far as OG are concerned, probably not that big of an issue. With the amount of map control they have, this empowered Juggernaut is not finding the amount of farm that he wants. Doesn't really feel safe going into the jungle. He could get caught pretty much anywhere. The only defensive vision that the VP side has is that one ward where the Shrine used to be.
I would beg the question, what is this courier doing in the middle of nowhere on the top lane? It flew around over to the secret shop and picked up a Talisman Evasion. I think it actually came from the Radiant secret.
Oh, RP, they found Ana.
Nice. Ana up in the air though. Your Scepter, the stun connects perfectly from Lil.
Alright, that was actually so sick how they timed that defusal into stun. He did have a Remnant down, so he could have instantly just jumped to Remnant when he fell down, but that's done. Catching him off guard because he was waiting for the Yules to end and then having the perfect jump timing, and they cut the timing of their own disable in half.
With that, now Ember's down for 30 seconds. Hilariously enough, he'll spawn up before Roshan's even alive. It's just how long the spawn timer is. So that's Virtus Pro without an RP. Kick flies up. Oh, okay, he hit him, but he didn't kill the tree. So Lil bounces himself away to safety. And again, OG look towards Roshan. They're pinging, they know, like, Fire's like, I'm fairly certain he has to be. He has to be out.
If you're playing the odds now, you go Roche. The odds are not in your favor. Not up going mid. Barely completed the CP, almost got killed off by the Mantilus, but he does get into mid. He has a regen rune now, as well as the Blink Dagger. So Ana has a lot of play potential right now. And if you're VP, you still will struggle to deal with this Ember. They needed to commit the RP before to set it up.
What do you think about this build coming on S4? Like we've seen Refresh Drops, BKBs normally being the item of choice, but he's gone for the cooldown reduction, and on top of that, now building for the Octarine.
Yeah, this is a build that has become a lot more popular recently. It ramps up everything you want to do with your hero, obviously. Lower cooldown on Midas, so you can keep scaling even faster toward the late game. The low cooldown on Black Hole is obviously the biggest appeal, but also lower cooldown on Midnight Pulse. Very significant. In a lot of cases, this is a great skill, or a great item build. I think in this game is totally fine. The BKB doesn't really protect against the silencer anyway. Might as well get some good stats and really tank on himself. That 16 armor plus the Greaves, and then all the help from the Octarine. He is not a skill. Immortality. There goes for Ana.
Yeah. Virtus Pro, they did scan, but I think they also understood that that wasn't really a fight they were looking to take. They want OG to come to them, be in range. You check out the buybacks, you got Juggernaut as well as Crystal Maiden who have buyback. Everyone else is within 400 gold range of having their own buybacks. So Virtus Pro, they're hoping for a really good fight against OG, but how do you do this? Like when the Terrorblade is just hitting your base from range, everyone else from OG is holding back with Blink Daggers from range. How are you the ones to initiate without something like a Firefly Vision Granter?
I think Blink Skewer is still their best bet.
That's a long way to jump out, and you're probably going to get like 1 or 2 heroes, that's all.
If he gets 2 heroes and a Blink Skewer, that is kind of the best they can ask for. They have the follow-up with Wukong's command to put inside their own base. And they can, of course, protect him with Global.
Here they go again.
It's not easy.
S4, if he can blink a Midnight Pulse. Oh, Jirax was so close. He almost found the Monkey King. So a little bit of mana being committed. Yep.
Currently sitting on 3 points now on Earth. Not ideal, but still enough for the type of fight they want to take right now.
Notel's ready to engage. He's got the Talisman of Evasion, so they have to deal with this as well as he pumps up that Metamorphosis. Feeding into the melee racks, fortification will protect it for the moment. Silencer, remember all these big ollies are up. Watch for his global silence time and the position of the Magnus around the south. He's ready to jump. Pasha needs a big one. They're not completely grouped up. Now the Wukong's commander's out and he found them. He found 2, dragging it back into 3. It's the miracle fight right now for Virtus Pro, but no! The Thunder from Notel, it got off in time. They at least killed off the Enigma. Notel, no more life to really fight with. He'll end up going down minute on the sidelines, and Virtus Pro are doing the work, but the Magnetize is burning through Virtus Pro. Ana back in, needs a little bit more chip damage. Able to do it, the Aegis Immortal will burn. He's got a defensive spirit, no one trying to camp it. There goes your attack, the Shockwave missing from Pasha. They want that Blink Dagger to remain on cooldown, but Ana's got the distance. But Pasha, hot pursuit, calls off the pursuit. They defend and hold their melee racks.
Big hold, big RP from Pasha to protect their base there.
You can feel the hope actually bleed into this crowd.
And I don't know if this was the ideal jump for Ana, going in on the Crystal Maiden like that. She was standing next to the shrine and just popped it and was totally fine. And OG had to commit quite a bit after that setup that it eventually allowed Magnus to have. They just didn't have enough in the tank. If that Sunder, there's a really clutch Sunder from Notel in this fight, as you pointed out. If that doesn't come out, this fight actually goes really bad for them. You're going to see Notel and S4 get skewered into the Wukong's command here. Golem will allow for Sunder to come off together with that Manta style, but which does allow Notel to deal some decent damage.
But you can see no one. No one's just a cannon on the back lines, protected by his BKB.
They did bring down Ramses and the Crystal Maiden. So yes, VP hold. It is a gain for them, but it's not It's not a complete team-wide or an absolutely crazy outcome.
Yeah.
But it is a swing in their direction, and it is an Aegis down.
Is their ability to defend without having to use buybacks, without having to expend too much money. So yes, Ramses does die, but he doesn't move backwards with the amount of farm he needs to finish up that butterfly himself. Instead of actually getting Monkey King back.
Pretty sure, by the way, did Monkey King have the Basher in that fight? I don't believe he did. He has it now. That last fight with the Basher in the Wukong's command, if they get an RP skewer like that into a Basher pit, that is... It almost doesn't matter what items
they're coming again. With the Observer Ward and the Sentry up on the hill, they know there's no one from Virtus Pro here. Terrorblade's pushing the creep wave in, but they get into position and they're going to slip into the base. They want someone to come in closer, and they found one. It's the Monkey King. They want to delete the King.
No buyback.
And he won't be back.
That's Elena Rax probably.
It should be. Pasha, Searing Chains, they keep him at bay. RP's available, G-Rex making sure that Pasha cannot jump in. They get the lane of Rax, and now either they get out or they rotate to mid. And that's actually what No-Tail's doing. He's still got a lot of illusions up with Metamorphosis buff. They want to go for more. Juggernaut starting to spin. That damage output is ridiculously huge. And the stun forward. The Searing Chains is there. Ramses will burn. He will have to buy back. They have to fight. Global Sun's available for no one. But again, Ana is keeping the VP lineup slider-fisted and on the back lines. Solo lets the ulti go, but No-Tail, well, he's got more to let go. Jumping forward. There goes your rock. It connects on Pasha. He won't get the RP off. This could be it. No RP, and GG, well played. Under the cover of the black hole, OG will do what hasn't been done in 4 years of Dota 2 Valve tournaments. They will force a Game 5. The last time this happened was Alliance versus Na'Vi at Tier 3. Only one member of these rosters was present for that game, and he's in OG.